How are you? Good, good.
Good evening, 7 o'clock. Are we ready? I see someone online.
You are live.
All right, thank you. All right. Welcome, Town of Groveland Planning Board meeting Tuesday, August 4th at 7 PM at Town Hall. Motion to open?
So moved. Second.
You guys are on point. All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Okay. I do see we have someone online as well logging in. Can't tell.
Jay?
Does it say Jay up there?
That's Jay.
Okay, thank you. All right. So, first up, we have the site plan review. I know on the agenda, it says that it's public hearing. It is not a public hearing on the water treatment plan. We've already closed the public hearing aspect of it, but we are still reviewing the site plan review and stormwater land disturbance special permit for the water treatment plant. So that's first up. And I believe someone from TEC is here for comments. Welcome.
Bill Burnham, TEC, civil engineer. We submitted our original letter.
Apologies, the mic is off.
Oh, sorry.
Am I good?
Start again, please.
So, Bill Burnham, TEC, civil engineer. We submitted our original comment letter with 27 original comments that had a range of things from lighting to truck turning to utility coordination and things of that nature. The applicant replied back and gave a very detailed analysis with very detailed revised plans. The three main items that we noted that we wanted to see revisions on were utility crossings with added inverts, which they did provide following in this revision, along with an adjustment in their basin, which was just a bit too close to the estimated seasonal high groundwater table. They've adjusted it since and made adjustments in their analysis with their HydroCAD as well. So that should be good as it stands. And then they took analysis on the critical areas in the area, considering it's a Zone 1, but with it being a public water supply, purpose, it does make sense that they would be utilizing stormwater treatment and stormwater releases in that area for that reason. So outside of that, we didn't have any standing comments, and the applicant did address all the standing comments that we had presented in the first letter.
Awesome, thank you. Does anyone have any questions for Bill about it as well while we have him?
At the moment.
I do not. No, I do not.
No. Jason?
No.
No. I do.
Sure.
Does TEC have any reservations, concerns, positive notes, anything upon what you've seen in the drawing to give or feedback to the board?
I mean, from what we gave originally in that letter, the way that they revised their plans and came back was very substantial, and I was very surprised to see how much detail they went into. So, I mean, mostly just positive feedback, to say the least.
Okay.
Concerns, I don't have any remaining concerns with the site plans.
Okay, awesome.
I know they're still working on the lighting with the electrical engineering, so that's its own standing thing. But as far as a site plan design goes, outside of that, I have no standing issues.
Okay, thank you. And I appreciate, if anything comes up or whatever,
course.
as you go through a review, please reach out, let you know, let myself know, the board, whoever. It's a big project, so want to make sure we,
Get it right, yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right. So, we'll continue, like, 'cause I believe, John, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Apex Companies would like to have this moved out to the next meeting as well, so we'll just continue this
Till the 18th. Yep.
to the 18th, okay. Someone entertain a motion to continue the site plan review and stormwater and land disturbance special permit request for the Groveland proposed water treatment plant until August 18th.
A motion. Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Thank you. All right. This is a public hearing. This is site plan review and special permit request for parking reduction at 301 Main Street, Christine Stepanian, I don't want to, is it Stepanian, thank you, and Robert Zulli, okay, thank you. Applicants, tax map 10, parcel 1B, business zone, and R2, residential zoning district. Applicant seeks a waiver from site plan review for the conversion of a former service station into a small retail shop selling household plants and flowers, and a special permit to reduce the required number of on-site parking spaces from 7 to 0 due to the property owner's existing lease with United States Postal Service. So this is a public hearing. We need to float a motion to open the public hearing on the 301 Main Street special permit request.
So motion.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Okay. It looks like, Robert,
Yes, sir.
you're up.
Thank you.
Yep.
So the plan is to, or I guess Robert Zulli, co-owner of the proposed project at 301 Main Street, the Garden Getty. Right now, as every probably resident here in Groveland knows, the Groveland Getty has been out of business and an eyesore for quite some time. It'll probably remain that way due to this parking issue, and hopefully we can all change that here. We're seeking relief for parking, right? Longstanding tenant, United States Postal Service, going to be there for a long time. They're required by their lease in order to have 10 spots, which leaves 0 spots for the Getty. We do have public parking across the street and then additional public parking at the water department. We hopefully can design and develop this into a way that's low impact use, thinking if it's gonna be a boutique flower shop, not a lot of foot traffic coming in and out throughout the day, so hopefully that will limit it. We have an engineered plan that has been previously approved and hopefully is here for your review that shows a new flow path that does work for the parking and the ability to limit a left turn out of there, which I think is one of the issues as well. So hopefully, with your blessing tonight, we can move forward with construction on this project, which I think is quite an improvement of what we had before based on our design, and I think it'll add to the community quite a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Board, I'll open it up for questions.
So the application that we got today, this is the first submission of this? Yes. Okay. And, okay, so I got the presentation, got the files, got this. TEC, have you seen this yet?
No, sir.
Okay, and so this has got to go over to them, right, for the review? TEC's for the special permit. Traffic analysis, the whole plan, yeah. I mean, everything gets reviewed, so. On that. And then how, it's a flower shop, so it's going to have traffic.
Correct. Limited.
You're going to have deliveries.
Correct.
Not that we don't need a flower shop in town, I think that's a good idea.
Hey,
I am curious, what is the premise that you would go ask for a waiver to 0?
well, there is no parking available. So right now, it's a combined lot with Groveland Getty and
Yeah.
the United States Postal Service. The
Yeah.
Postal Service's lease requires them to have 10 spaces. That's
Yeah.
a very long-term lease. So right now, based on the site plan that, and the engineer plan that we submitted, there doesn't fit legally any more parking spots than 10.
How long is the USPS lease remaining?
Not positive on the actual terms, but I can get it for you.
Yeah, we would want to, that seems to matter.
Sure.
I think it's like 90 years or something.
It's usually a 99-year lease. How much years are left?
How many have passed and things like that.
Correct.
Yeah, Be good to know.
Yeah, I think it's still got, if you look at the plaque on the post office, I think it's got 50 more to go or something. So what's your pitch? Where are you gonna park? Where are you gonna put customers? Where are you gonna,
Public parking across the street
there's not much there.
is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's my concern with it, is that for the parking, you're in a bind, right? You're trying to do something, you guys are trying to do something great at that location, which is, we all know in town needs to happen. A flower shop is, I think, is a great idea for that. The zero park, I mean, you're gonna have employees.
Correct.
So you're gonna have to have parking, at least for them, so that means they're gonna have to park in public, and you're gonna probably have a delivery truck, some
Correct.
type of delivery driver. That's typically what flowers are. Very few people go in there. Although that is a large enough location that you could have a nice wedding type of showroom, right? If you were gonna do weddings, things like that. That someone, a bride and her mother would wanna come in and look and see what you have to offer, things like that. And like I said, I think it's a great idea. I'm just really unsure, and it's unfortunate that the USPS has all of those parking spots allotted, right? That owner of that property, whether he should have done it or shouldn't have done it, whatever the case may be, I'm confused about is that the previous applicant, we had to do a waiver to assign them specific spaces, right? For Star Construction, we were giving them, he had a limited 2 or 3 spaces, so I'm guessing the owner has come back and realized that he has a lease and he had to speak with that. So what, any idea?
So for the Star Construction, I know 2 of those spaces were under the awning, but we actually have a setback in the zoning bylaw of 10 feet that you can't park in the front of the building. So that was issued by mistake.
Okay. What about the garage? The garage, there's a 2-bay garage in there. They could park in there? Is that,
Not really.
no,
Yes, but
it's tough. I mean, that angling is very difficult. You would need a Mini Cooper in order to make that turn, I would assume, right?
Even then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the owner of the building?
No.
No. You're
I'll be
just a
leasing the
tenant?
building.
You're trying to lease the building? Correct. Is the owner of the building here?
He's online.
No.
Oh,
Is that Jay?
okay.
The J is there, but his name is Lee.
Now,
Oh, I see it in the corner.
Lee Jing, okay.
I just get an off-the-wall question, because I don't think I ever got an answer when I asked it before. But the owner owns the post office building,
Correct.
which is a single-story structure.
Correct.
And somewhat of a basement, I guess. Whatever prohibited the owner from taking out this garage like it should have been, way back when, fixing that guardrail, jacking a second floor onto that building to which you could have your flower shop and the post office underneath, and now you got plenty of parking. And why hasn't that, been a pitch to the town? Because that would work. I mean, the structure's pretty old. I mean, I was in it probably 30 years ago, maybe,
Sure.
along with most of the town. The state, no doubt, kind of messed this thing up where they, we measured it one time. I can't remember what the measurement was, but they took over too much land, popped in a guardrail and a big wall where they shouldn't have on that. But there's a solution, is make a bigger, better post office on the second floor. I know it's gonna require some structure and some work, but that's a way to get a lot of parking in there. Get rid of this and have a nice building and, there to have something on the second floor. Could be anything. And-
Yes.
and why hasn't that been pitched?
I would say,
I don't think that question is guided towards you guys.
No,
You're just-
I understood.
And we
Somebody
know
would
Mr. Lee's on the Zoom, so
Okay.
maybe if we could address
Mr.
that
Lee,
to
if
him
you can
and see
answer
if.
that question, it's like, because I think that's a big solution, but I don't know how you're gonna go to zero parking.
agreed.
And public parking, we're being taxed in the town, we just, there's only so much parking around
Agreed.
over there.
Yeah.
And if the only way to do that is to try to get some parking back from the post office. But then they have their restrictions too, and
Correct. I guess would be the post office wouldn't renegotiate their lease.
is it considered maybe an addendum to the lease, or temporary?
Fair?
I mean, what would be your hours of operation anyway, same time?
Yeah, 9 to 5.
I don't know, I guess that's my questions at the moment.
Yeah. Do you have any suggestions to, I guess the way I see it is, if somebody doesn't do, what business could go there that would have 0 parking allowed?
The post office.
Yeah.
already
you're right.
there,
We can't think of one.
Right.
That doesn't have, that requires zero. You'd
Right.
have to have at least a spot for an employee,
Correct.
right? That someone is going to be there.
Right.
I mean, if,
So obviously, it's a huge ask to ask for, hey, we have 0, and we're asking for
Yeah,
10, is it, right? 7, 10? 7. It's a huge ask. But the other bigger problem is like, if no business is allowed there, is this the way it sits until someone does construction, like you mentioned, and tears down either the building and resurrects them two-family and then demos the old post office and relocates them temporarily, and
Well,
I
this
mean, we're
doesn't-
talking quite a bit of dollars.
This doesn't feel like a today solution.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You know, I mean, this sounds like the opening salvo to a discussion about, you know, like with these questions that are reasonable questions.
Yeah.
and, You know, nobody likes the status of how it looks.
Correct.
You know, as it is, and, you know, what might be feasible.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and that's not with you guys.
yeah, I agree.
Right, that's with the property owner who has the lease with the post office.
Sure.
And then you guys are trying to put a business in there, and
Right.
I really appreciate that, right? The town appreciates that because that is an entry point. Wally had talked about it a while back, right? That side of the building coming in was just all weeds, and you have a perfect opportunity on that white wall to put something to at least welcome people into Groveland coming over from Haverhill. And it's difficult because what are we supposed to do? And we had a construction company that was very minimal. There was kind of a semi-showroom, but there was two spaces allotted, right? And we had underneath the overpass that was able to, now we find that can't work. It's kind of back to the drawing board. This is a difficult one, and we know it's on all of our lists because it's part of our master plan of fixing up that downtown and trying to figure out what that building is.
Sure.
May I just say things?
Just, yeah, sure. Just, is the mic on?
I don't,
Is it green?
it's red.
Or is
Oh,
it-
now it's green.
All right. And just.
Hi.
introduce-
So, my name's Christine Stepanian. I've born and raised in Groveland. I've been here my whole life. I've worked with Noonan since 2013. I do a lot of the plantings downtown. I do the clock. I planted that this year. I do the window boxes down there for the spa and the hair salon. Being in this industry a long time, I was sort of looking at this property as a workshop in a way. Being being a florist for a long time as well, a lot of it doesn't produce a lot of foot traffic. It's more ordering over the phone, ordering online. You get some people that come in to do in-person orders. I don't see it bringing a lot of traffic problems. A lot of it is just online, over the phone. We'll probably have deliveries coming in and out. Being from town, and my mother was born and raised here too, you know, I care a lot about the community. I care a lot about the downtown. I would love to see downtown looking nice. I would love to see the Getty rehabbed. For me, it's deeper than just a business. I would like to see Groveland do well. I would like to see places for people to walk to. I just wanted you to hear that from me, knowing who I am and where I'm from. I'm not an out-of-towner. You know, I do like being involved in the community and making the community look nice. That would, majority of the time, that would be me in there. Rob has a construction company. He's also from Groveland. We're both Groveland kids. So I just thought you should all know that. While we're standing here talking to you, it's not just business, it is community too. And I just really wanted to say that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, can I talk?
Yes.
John? Hi, John. This is Lee and 301 Main Street owner. So to the board member, I mean, this board is already approved parking reduction from 17 to 10, which is the same thing to here is 7 to 0. There's a parking reduction already approved from last decision from the planning board. So really the parking is not change anything. So before you approve it from 17 requirements to the 10 parking space. So right now, it's still the same thing. The requirement is 17 for these lots, and we want to have 10 parking space. And I have tried everything possible and to try to work with town, try to find a business. You know, I find a construction company and which may be less than the residential, but the town is not allowed for the contract company into these lots because of the zoning. So this is the only choice I have right now. And they are the best for this location right now.
I think it might be.
And
I think it might be helpful to see the agreement with the post office, so we can look at it and see what it says and see if there's maybe some wiggle there. Yes, maybe
No,
certain spots are required and things like that, but maybe there's a way to get an easement for a spot or two or something to, to kind of help work with this. It's certainly, certainly if we don't have it, we can't be looking at those sorts of avenues.
this board already approved from 17 to 10 reduction. So this right now is the same as before. There's no change from the last decision.
But, okay, so you're saying 17?
Last time last approval letter is board approval from reduction from 17 requirement to the 10 requirement. So right now it's the same. We have 10 parking space, and
Ms. Lee, I
they
think,
can use the public parking, and right now there's plenty of public parking on the Groveland downtown.
Ms. Lee, I think I understand what you're saying is we already approved that 17 to 10, but I don't think we were under the assumption, we were not under the assumption that all 10 of those spaces were allotted to the United States Postal Service.
Right.
We thought it was shared amongst the two buildings
Right.
with 10 spaces, and we also had an additional 2 that we could use underneath the overpass. Now we know we can't use those, so is that factored into the 10? I don't know, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well,
yeah.
we have plenty of public parking space. That means, and people can go to the post office, then go to the flower shop.
Yeah,
You cannot prevent them. And people can go to both places.
so, Mr. Lee, Mr. Sorensen.
And the post office is not that busy. Post office.
Correct. Mr. Lee, that Mr. Sorensen had mentioned about doing a amendment or an addendum to the current lease for the Postal Service. Have you looked into any of that to remove some of their allotted spaces instead of going to 7 down to 10, from 10 down to 7?
No. The lease already signed for 99 years. There's nothing I can change.
And do you know how many years are left on that lease?
Probably 99 years.
There's still another 99. You just signed it, a new one?
It's a very, very long term lease. 99
Okay.
years lease. I mean.
Okay.
Mr. Lee, can you provide a copy of the lease to John?
No, this is a private confidential. I cannot provide it. So I already gave the parking space give to John. I mean,
Listen,
John
you're
has
coming
the
here
parking.
asking for some help, and I mean, we're trying to see if there are ways that we can help you. Help us help you.
But I gave the parking requirement to John. John, you can provide to them. It's the parking requirement I give to them, right? Can you ask John?
I can get you guys a copy of the lease.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course.
Yep,
No,
absolutely.
of course.
Yep,
Understood.
Okay, so a couple of simple questions. It's probably been a long time since anyone's actually got a tape measure out there. So if this parking lot was cleaned, because last time I was in there, it didn't really look like the weeds were knocked down and everything like that. Has anybody gone out there and actually put some markers and maybe the spaces are too wide, and maybe if things go to a different, you can still get the number of spaces, but maybe you get a couple in there, and nobody knows that until you get out there and actually start taping it. And you have a different parking design now than what the other business was because you're using the overhang.
Even the backside of the building,
Right.
right?
The backside
It's
is
completely just a grassy area that was,
Right.
it's kind of overgrown. Is there ability to, John looks like he
And that was a
has
big-
an answer, some type of answer for that?
I mean, Concom would not.
What's that?
Concom would
Yeah, but
not.
it's a pre-existing non-conforming, so as long as you're not putting pavement and impervious soil and things like that, there might be some, but, you know, if you don't go in there with a weed whacker and figure out what the heck is in there.
And John, I'm not
how far
talking,
does that go?
I'm not talking beyond where there's, so I don't know if you're looking at the plan, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 spots that are on the back side of the building.
Right.
There is where that L, that kickout comes out into the back of the building. That spot there, if we rearranged, it looks like there may be opportunity for additional parking. I'm not sure. Again, this is not to the I mean, it could be to you if that you, something that, if it was allowed, you guys could do as a business to have something like that. You have some employee parking in the backside, if that's what you guys chose to do. But also it comes on to the owner of the property as well, right? Because you're just part of the investment.
Would the board be willing to grant a setback variance, though? Because
I just looked at the bylaw and it said, section 50-9.3 E says no parking shall be allowed in the front setback. So,
which would be the overhang?
That's
yeah,
a rear setback?
the front setback.
Yeah, so that's the front.
That's the
And-
front, I'm talking the rear.
Rear.
Oh, the rear?
The rear, yeah,
It
the
just
rear of
needs
the
to be
building.
10 feet from the rear lot line.
So,
Okay.
so do we even know where the rear lot line is with that river? Is back there? And then the boat ramp was back there a long time ago. Right? So where they used to bring boats in and out, is more, I think it was closer to the rear of the post office.
We could have the corners pinned.
Okay, so.
We're not against what you guys are trying to do by any means. We're trying to work with it to make sure that it
Yeah.
works for everybody.
Right.
Just so you know that, we are not against that at all.
And we
We
just-
appreciate you guys coming. We want this to happen, but we need to really look into it to make sure. That, I mean, that's my feeling, I assume.
Yeah, you gotta meet the reg. So,
Yeah, no, I'd agree to you. I think it's in the town's best interest not to have an eyesore in the corner of the entrance to the town, right? I think I've been very on record as being of the opinion that we don't have a greater parking problem downtown, but having a site with no parking spots to work with at
Yeah.
all and depending 100% on public parking is a different story than having some deeded parking spaces, then your overflow is going to the to downtown, right? So I agree with the fact that, you know, if we could somehow try to look with the property to see if there's a way to do something, again, maybe some things just haven't been looked at in a bit, maybe some fresh eyes and some fresh measurements could uncover some things. Maybe that gives us something to work with.
Is there,
how many-
is there a possibility that that modifying the overhang only could create additional parking?
I don't know, because that's a setback, not an overhang.
Or one of the spots versus two, that's right up against the building.
it'd be tough because of that guardrail.
I know, it's great, yeah, it's so tight there.
Get in there.
And my question was gonna be to the board, like, how many spaces additionally do we need in there? Because either way, right, they're required to have 7, right? And they're asking for 0. What would we be willing to go down to?
I don't know, that's
That-
kind of a,
To be able to give them an idea of, okay, if you can figure out a way to redesign this to get 3 additional spots, right? I think 3 is a number that comes off the top of my head that looks maybe you might be able to if you kind of angled here to there and then a couple spots against the back of the, I don't know. I'm
What if
throwing
what if
ideas.
they propose like a 30 or 45-minute loading zone under the awning?
Yep.
well, you can do that for loading, but then the way that your plan's gonna change a little bit, because it looks like it's a walkway going in.
That would ameliorate some of the delivery issue, concerns.
Yeah.
But simple question, when's the last time somebody went in there with a landscape crew and cleaned that out? I mean, really?
We might be talking to the right people here.
When was the
So,
bridge built?
Right.
that'd be nice.
Noonan, you say?
For all we know, Feed Me Seymour's back there, so, who knows what's living back there?
How
But
much
that-
additional properties back
I would
there?
like to see
There's
what
a
this.
lot of land back there.
There
Right,
is.
right, and it's a slope, and, And I recalled that there was stories of transmissions being thrown down the riverbank and all that stuff. I don't know if
Yeah.
any of that was true.
I'm sure there's an ugly history there.
You know, but I don't know what it looks like back there to even come up with an idea.
Yeah, I think I'd be more apt to see what could be done and then see what the parking than to say if you can get down to a certain number,
Yeah.
to a certain number. I'd rather see what can be accomplished first and then we can have a discussion about it. Because more the fact that I don't want to give you false hope about.
Can I propose a clean out, mark out, and then a site walk with you guys?
Yeah.
That's something that.
Absolutely.
Totally reasonable.
And I would, nowadays, everybody's driving compact cars, right? So what about, me either. Anyway, however,
That was sarcasm, yeah.
so you have, I know, I got a big truck and then a bigger truck, so.
Yes, you do.
So, but a combination use for parking. You get it right with the temporary loading zone. A couple of normal size parking areas and compact car stop. I mean, try to go into any parking garage and you're not gonna fit with what you drive and I drive, right?
Right.
Okay, you're not gonna get in there. I sometimes feel like hooking up and pulling the garage a little bit further down the road. But anyway, but that's something we could look at, but nobody knows until you actually get out there and start, you know, what size space do we need? Because you might have a space and a quarter, and then some of that might work, but I don't know that, and that's,
Right.
you know, I mean, that's just a suggestion, not knowing. And then, yeah, I would really like to know what the heck is in the back there, and if that's possible to do that, but it's an option,
Sure.
I think.
So between re-looking at the topography and figuring out if there's a way to squeeze more parking, and checking out to see if there's some sort of wiggle in the lease to maybe have some sort of combined something, you know, maybe you can squeeze out a spot or two, who knows? You know, there may be ways to accomplish this.
And it's
you
temporary
know,
parking too, because it's not gonna be overnight.
Right.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we can go to zero. I'd say that's
It's fair.
So, with
Well,
that,
this is the same as your reduction the parking from 17 to 10. I mean, for this lot. This lot have two buildings, but we talk about parking, we talk about one lot. So this lot requires 17, and we have 10 parking, and the board already approved this before. And we have plenty of parking in the downtown. Across the street, there's nobody over there on the street.
I think we would
And
disagree
the
with you.
board
on
already approved for everybody else.
The other cure for that is buy parking somewhere else off-site, and then that really wouldn't work, because then everybody would walk into work over there, so that wouldn't work.
I think I like the plan we have so far.
So,
What you guys
I
recommend?
think,
so what, and
it's
what he's
very fair.
talking, I think, I'm not sure, 7 to 10. Is that the,
I think he said 17 to 10.
7, so he means 17 to 10, right?
Yeah.
We've already done that. So where does the 7 to 0, is this the same, one and the same? That's where I'm not.
Can you ask him if, or Lee, are you talking about One Elm Park from 17 to 10?
No, the board approved for the Star Construction Company and reduce the parking from 17 to 10. I sent you the email for the decision from the board.
The total spaces for both
both.
buildings.
Was from 17
I
to
think
10.
that's what he's referring to. But Mr. Lee, just for understanding, are you trying to say that on the previous approval that we've now been told was not done correctly?
No, it's done correctly.
That we okayed a reduction of the total parking for both buildings on that site from 17 spaces to 10 spaces for both buildings?
Yes.
Okay, so, and how many spaces are leased to the United States Postal Service?
Right, so I think,
question.
so there are 10 of those that
It's 10,
are leased to
and
the,
there's the 10.
to the post office that
We're making,
now-
that's an assumption, though. We have a total of 10 spaces there, because we reduced it from 17 to 10. Are we confirmed that the post office has 10 spaces?
That's what I was told.
That's what you were told,
Right,
right?
we'll
but
find out.
it might be nice to verify.
Can we give you that?
That's why you need the lease, yeah.
Right, exactly.
So let's
Who told you
confirm
that,
that,
John?
and then,
but they had
Okay.
10 spaces. Because I was under the impression when the post office was approved for that spot, they were only allotted one spot.
I thought there was like 3 or 4. It was one for the van, there was a loading zone, one handicap, because they have to have a handicap
Right,
spot.
that's right
There
up
was
front.
another additional parking, and there was a loading.
Handicap spot came later,
and an
because
employee.
That wasn't originally necessary when the post office was.
Right. Well, that's why they put it right in front of the building there.
Mr. Lee, can you confirm,
That.
Mr. Lee, can you confirm how many spaces the post office has on their lease for us?
10. I told you 10, right?
There-
I sent
there are-
email to you, the 10 space, yeah.
So during their lease, they were given all 10 spaces for that one piece of property. So you gave that, both parcels, you gave all 10 spaces that were available to the post office,
Reserving none
Yes.
for the other building.
leaving none
That-
for the
that-
next
that-
building.
No, that lease is even before me, before I
before
bought
you.
this property, it's always like this.
I think, yeah,
Okay.
when he bought the property, the
It's
lease
prior to
the
you.
lease was in place.
So-
Okay,
Yeah.
You know,
It's always like this.
okay,
It's not like I signed a new lease with them. It's from previous just like this.
okay.
you know, that gas station had parking in the post office all around it until the bridge came in. So there's something we're missing. And I think you're onto it with, let's clear that building out and see what the heck it is. And
Yeah.
I see a hand going up in the back over there. You know exactly what it is.
So, do you guys have any other questions right now for?
I mean,
The
no, I
applicants.
mean, I think the applicants have
Yep.
a little homework and maybe a little ground clearing. to-
Any questions, anything like that, follow-ups?
Yes, sir.
Well, what I'm gonna say, if you have any, run through John, he can come to me, whatever, and we're absolutely all willing to work with you guys
Yeah.
to try to figure this out.
Great.
So,
Thank you.
yeah,
Listen, I mean, the board member, I try very hard. I mean, the construction company, right now, the landscape company, construction company, is not allowed in the business. And the zoning office shut down this one, and I will try to bring the landscape company, the zoning office say no. But in the other business, business building and the construction company and the landscape company is allowed in the town. So the zoning and it's also is unfavorable for me, and also I mean a lot with the other construction company running the business in the business zone, but it's not allowed me to open the construction company. So I only can do the retail right now. So the retail, you say the parking is too many, but we have plenty of parking in the downtown over there. In the Elm Park Parkway over there, if you check over there, there's nobody park over there.
yeah. And
The downtown, we don't have enough. We don't have enough business. We have plenty of parking. The 7 to 0 or 17 to 10 is just a number. I mean,
No, it's not just a number. 0 is a big, important number. That there's no parking
What
whatsoever.
said-
It makes a big difference. It's
What-
not the same as 17 to 10. 7 to 0 is much different because it says no parking whatsoever. You have no opportunity to do any of that. And I mean, you know, the downtown is starting to pick up. We're having more businesses moving in. We have more activity. Just driving through, you're seeing more activity, certainly in the 9 to 5 kind of time frame. So it's not so simple as saying, well, they just can park somewhere else. You know, we've been focusing on parking in multiple decisions lately, and you know, it's an evergreen topic, and everybody wants more parking and doesn't want to yield the space to get it. So it's a tricky situation that we have to navigate. But 0 is a real hard number to swallow for I assume everyone on this board.
But you know that. I mean, this is the difficult side, and this is created. It's not before. It's not because of me. It's the benefit of the town of Golden Red for the new bridge. I mean,
Understand, Mr. Lee, we're trying to work with you, and we're trying to figure out a way that maybe we can figure something out. So what we need is for you to work with us, and we'll see what we can accomplish together.
Mr. Lee, thank you for your comments. I think that we have a good path forward to start working to the next steps instead of killing that. I understand with the zoning, with the businesses types of allowed, so we can kind of work on that from our side. That's a town thing. That has nothing to do with you, so we can figure out what options are there if this doesn't work. I'm hoping it does. But if it doesn't work, what we have for specific options for business, types of businesses and things like that, that's something we can go work with John on. But I think we at least have a path forward, and kind of go from there. So I thank you. Does anyone else have any questions on that? On any?
No, I think we have a path forward.
Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
So this is still public hearing. We have a Groveland resident, I think, out there that had his hand raised to probably speak up. I think I've heard one or two things before.
He said as he walks to speak up to the thing.
I mean, I know you just reduced One Elm Park from 29 spaces down to whatever, 10 or 12 spaces. Those were all supposed to go up the street to the water department, across the street, in little nooks, crannies, wherever. They're still parking on our property. But at any rate, I agree. I don't know how you can go from 7 to 0. I don't even know why you took their application, to be honest with you. But, you know, it is what it is. They are nice people. They're from town. I know their family, you know. Ultimately, I don't know if you have any other spaces to give away. That property, when the state did the taking, they didn't take the whole gas station. That's all one parcel. Both buildings are one parcel. The reason they didn't take any more of the space was they were hitting arsenic in the ground layers as they were cutting across the sides. There was a lot of things that used to take place on the left-hand side of the building, if you're facing it, when it was gas stations. I've lived here for a long time, so.
Right, can you just give us the history, because you would know it?
Well, they basically used to pull cars on the side, take the oil plugs out, let them drain, and then pull the car back, put the plug back in, put the oil filter on, and change the oil.
When did that station go in?
It was back in the 60s, I believe.
The 60s?
It might have been a little earlier than
Because it
that.
wasn't the gas station.
There used to be a
across
gas station near where the bank was.
the- Right.
So then that one came in over there. The, ultimately, the post office, the understanding was they were gonna move to another location, but it seems you need to have a post office in every community.
Yeah.
So they didn't really have another place to go. The property on Main Street over here that somebody was gonna put a building up,
That's right.
you wouldn't give them reduced parking, so they never built the building. That was quite a few years back. Now that property's been vacant so long, I don't think it meets any requirements for what they wanted to do before. So,
Which
as
property?
far as in the
Which property
center,
that?
It's across the street.
across
I
from
know
the
what you're talking
cemetery,
Okay.
that building got taken
Yeah, yeah,
down.
yep.
I think it moved to Maine. But, you know, I mean, I know the last time we spoke, you were gonna try and take inventory of how many spaces you've given to the parking lot up there. I don't know if that's been done,
But
but
Johnny, what's around that building? Because I haven't been able to
around the
see-
back,
Yeah, so that whole side is got
I
a slope.
think it kind of sloped off
But
of
how
the back.
far, to the left side of the building, which is facing the
The
river?
left side, I don't think you've got much space left because when they did the
and-
taking, it probably would start to cave in.
Right, but is there like 10 feet? Not that you'd park there, but,
It might be closer to 6 to 10 feet.
okay, so we've got that for at least a walkway perimeter on that side.
Could
What's in the
probably,
back?
you could probably, but I don't know if you'd want to.
No, yeah.
We'll see.
Well, I mean,
We'll see.
I think that's what the applicants will be,
Yeah.
Right. No,
hiring someone to determine.
Yeah,
that.
but as far, you talked about the boat ramp, I think that was over closer to where Norwood Insurance driveway goes down in the back.
Yeah, it's-
I think it was over there.
Someone in there, Briscoe was telling me, what's in the back of the actual?
Mostly weeds currently.
Right. How far back does that go?
It's been a while,
Because
but
they used to pull cars back there, and,
Well, I mean,
I think at one time they could drive cars around it.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah, so it's probably wide enough for a car to fit around
in the back.
in the back.
Okay, so that's something worth investigating
Yeah.
to see what's there. And then the tape measure goes a long way to figure out.
Yeah, that's what the
Yeah,
applicant's
yeah.
gonna try.
But my question was, I know the state highway commissioner told me before they were never going to allow access to that property through that driveway. And the only reason they let the post office do it was because it was the post office.
Yeah.
Did that ever get cleared up?
Yeah, the DOT approved the
They
Star,
did. They changed.
the Star construction changed.
Okay.
They had to do a little bit of widening, they had to make a two-lane. The two spots that I think we were gonna use that were to the right of the building,
Okay,
closest to the post office, those had to be removed for a turnaround because they had a box truck that was coming in for pickups and deliveries or whatnot.
All right,
But the DOT, we were surprised ourselves as a board when we were going through it, that DOT, we were shocked.
Yeah.
That the DOT approved that because it was very limited. I mean, you even have that, it's close to that handicap ramp of going into the post office. I was very surprised that DOT was, okay, we can have vehicles coming in and out next to a handicap ramp,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
DOT did come back.
I'm sure he retired because it was the same guy I had to talk to when the water department was doing the water line back towards Pentucket, and they weren't using compactable soil, so I had to get a waiver. But at any rate, I'm sure he's retired. But, I mean, other than that, why would they have gone from 17 spaces to 10? That really makes no sense to me. Why would they have come back for a reduction on that before? On
That
that
had to have been
property?
done, how many years ago? I mean, prior, when getting
So it had
out,
to have
right?
been this owner?
The previous, had to be previous owner.
Previous, and then it
Because he came into
because
that
He's been trying to
lease.
do something there for the longest time, and we haven't
Well,
been able to do
we
anything.
also shouldn't.
We're making
We
speculation.
shouldn't speculate
We're
on
speculating.
past things that we don't have.
Okay,
facts
oh,
about.
so it was done quite a while ago.
Yeah.
All right, well, I wish I had more to offer. It'd be nice if they could do something there.
Well, the history of the building
We-
is.
We all agree.
Can you give up a couple spots?
I can't. Actually, I'll sell you the whole building. It's on the market.
Wally's the guy with the money, not me.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Sell the house, I think it was the same money.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so applicants have little bit of homework and follow-up to do. You guys, without
So is it
further ado, we can
continue
continue the public hearing.
I'll move to, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, entertain a motion to continue.
Well, I mean, wait a second, we were continue, because we need to continue to a date. Is the next meeting enough time, which will be on the 18th?
No.
So, two meetings, you think? All right, so,
Oh, and that's
I-
that's wonky because of
Labor Day,
September 1st, I think.
Let's take a look at a calendar. Thank you.
so we can get the right date on the books
So,
here.
the eighth, so
That's the
September 1st
So-
would be our first.
So this, yeah.
Yeah, but
first is the
there's
first.
something about the 1st is like an election day. or
Oh, that is an
something?
election day, yes,
Right.
we can't do that.
So it-
For election day.
Is it?
July 6th,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
or is that 16th?
And then Labor Day is the 7th, so
is it the 8th?
the 8th. John, we can't do
It's been in
September,
a month?
September
Over a
8th?
month? Almost? Yeah, okay.
we cannot do September 1st. So September 8th would be our, not next meeting is the 18th, and then we wouldn't be able to do the 1st, so we'd have to bump it to the 8th. Is that,
Or do we go with-
Let me check the town's calendar.
okay? Because we need to make that statement on the postponement of, continuing of the public hearing to do that, so.
You also gotta look at an extension on this. This is just site plan review, right?
And public, and
Oh, it is
parking.
special permit, okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see it, it's on the extension, got it.
Yeah, we can go ahead with that date, and if we can't use this room, we can use
Okay.
that room or the
Okay.
safety room.
Okay. So entertain a motion to continue the public hearing for site plan review and special permit request for parking reduction for 301 Main Street. Applicants seeking a waiver for the site plan review and for a small retail shop for plants and flowers.
So motioned.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So moved.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
So you're not inviting me to any more tonight, right?
No, you're
That's
good.
good. Thanks,
No more public comment from you. You're good. Thank you. Thank you.
Good night.
Okay. All right. Next up, we
Being
have
continued, I see.
modification to an approved site plan at 912 Salem Street. We have TEC. Bill is back up again. Don't forget to state your name, who you are, where you're from.
Absolutely.
Social security number, please.
Bill Burnham, civil engineer with TEC. We previously have been doing construction observation of 912 Salem Street and have done multiple peer reviews in the past. They did a modification to their driveway to shift it roughly about 5 feet plan left. I can't remember if it's north or south, but when we observed the actual change, I didn't see any direct conflicts that were alarming. We did request that they get a traffic review for sightlines in particular because of a 2.5-foot wall that was being added. I've yet to see the traffic review until just now, but upon a further review, I mean, we'll be able to come back and at least say whether or not it's acceptable or not. But
Okay, great.
How come that pole couldn't be moved? It looks like a dead-end pole almost.
it's hard to say. I mean, honestly, it's up to them.
So the municipal light department wouldn't permit it to be moved. So.
All right, well, answers that question.
There's your answer. Awesome, thank you.
Yep.
You guys don't have any questions on this? All right.
No.
So we will, entertain a motion to continue the modification to an approved site plan for 912 Salem Street.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So moved. Okay. Next up, election of officers. Planning Board Chair. Any, discussion?
Want to keep current
I know,
offices?
can we proceed to nominations?
Sure.
I'd like to nominate DJ McNulty.
I'll second that nomination.
Okay, nomination made and seconded for Board Chair to stay the same. All those in favor?
I'll abstain since I'm an alternate.
And we have three in order to vote, so that's good. Planning Board Vice Chair. Entertain, a photo motion to nominate Patrick Molina as Vice Chair of the Planning Board.
It's a motion.
All those in favor? Oh, second,
Aye.
yeah. So, all those in favor? Yes?
Abstain.
I know, yes. All right, so moved. So you're good there? Stays the same, no changes? Good. Minutes of previous meeting.
We
July.
checked and confirmed that the hearing was closed.
Yep.
With that, I will move to have us approve the July 21st, 2026 meeting minutes.
Second. And all those in favor, I got them looking to see who was here and who wasn't.
I'm not.
I was not here.
Okay.
One abstention.
So me, you, and Jason are good. So all those in favor to approve the meeting minutes from July 21st?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so moved. All right, town planner update. Gotta have something.
I feel like I did have something, but I forgot what I was going to update you guys on.
Wow.
You had one job.
Nothing at this time.
All
Okay.
right, that's fine.
Correspondence? Okay. And other items not reasonably anticipated at the time of the posting? Wally?
Nope.
Patrick?
Do we have anything on the,
This is what I was going to update
there
you
we
on. I haven't heard anything from the DeHulus. I don't know if that's something where we should send an official letter in USPS requesting assistance with that, or how you guys want to approach that.
Okay, just give him another call.
Okay.
Do we have anyone on the board who's friendly with him to be able to see if he can make a call back?
I don't have any of the contacts, but yeah, I've been dealing with them forever. So, I mean, if you pass
I can-
it, send me the email. I'll call.
Yep. I can do that.
Thank you.
that said, I have nothing.
That's it.
The only thing for me and John, I know I sent you and DJ a note on this a while ago, and I apologize for missing a meeting or two and to haven't been able to bring it up since. I do think as a board, we should look at if we should be looking at zoning that would prohibit data centers from Groveland, just because it's such a problem in a lot of communities and should we get in front of it. So,
What's the problem with the data center?
Agreed. What's the problem with it?
Well, first of all, they would only go in like one spot around the town anyway, which is Federal Way, but What's the problem with it?
It's a draw on the power, and in most
water.
cases, they pollute the water.
Well,
Okay, so drawn the power, they have their own little power plant right over there, so that takes care of that. The electric bill's on a higher rate, maybe. Okay,
No,
so
the-
that pays that.
They have to
What-
give back.
the water usage is the thing currently that's like the technological problem
So they
because,
drill
so,
their own well.
well, right, but
So
it
that's
is,
what I'm saying, I-
it's a
you
scarce,
know.
it's a scarce resource, and then it's, the technology is evolving, so I don't know that I would be supportive of, like an outright ban, because things are changing from,
Yeah, I
month to
think-
month. But,
Honestly, I think.
but we
that's
don't have
a-
one, we don't have anybody
just a
trying,
matter
we don't
of-
have anybody trying
It's just
to
a
build
matter
one
of
right
getting
here.
ahead of the bylaw,
Yeah,
right? Being-
I
Do
think
it the way we want to do it.
worldwide, I think it's a bunch of baloney. Especially being in the electric field for almost 60 years.
Yeah.
So, but I agree that you gotta have, some restrictions up on certain things, but we do the same thing for every building. And if
So
you
let's,
use- I mean, we got a machine shop down there.
let's,
do that.
throw it on one of the agendas. I don't know if we have to do it on the 18th or whatever, but it's part of the meeting minutes and notes. That we'll get it as an agenda item, so we can have a further discussion and do our follow-ups, and what if we need to do some background, or if there's some type, I would have to assume the state has somebody that we can reach out to get information on that. That is,
Right now, the governor is talking about putting state limitations on data centers and preventing them from coming into the state period.
right.
But
And
there's-
just same thing
in
with the
kind of
battery
Groveland,
storage.
You can't really, there's not that much land to put something big anyway.
No, it's very limited.
Right.
Just-
It'd be a very
Yeah,
small.
we had the battery storage, right, that we discussed, and
Right.
the state has their bylaw, and then we kind of
Exactly.
do our thing. So it's just to get ahead of it.
No,
and
reasonable.
figure out-
Yeah, just get in front of it.
So,
Totally reasonable.
thank you. Appreciate that, because I forgot
Yeah.
about the email that you
No,
sent.
no worries.
Jason?
Thank you.
I'm good, thank you.
I have nothing. Next meeting is going to be August 18th. We're good for that? Okay. Next meeting, August 18th. And with that, entertain a motion to adjourn.
I did.
Do we have a second?
I second,
Okay, so
7:57.
all those in favor?
Good airplane.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Meeting adjourned at 7:57 on Tuesday, August 4th at Town Hall. Thank you, Town of Groveland. Appreciate all the support, and thank you to the applicants in trying to turn around that Getty page.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, and good night.
Good night.